I guess we'll start at the beginning here. I think I played 10 of these, but they added like the DLCs here, and then I didn't play Sigil 2, Legacy, or Rust. What's No Rest for the Living? Or Doom RPG? I did not. But I will. All right. Doom. The original. The classic. I thought it was a lot of fun. I like Doom. I appreciate Doom. The original game. I've never played the 4th episode. I'm going to put it up here for now. Wait, no. Down a B for now. The original Doom, I'll put B tier. For now. Now, don't be angry at me. Now, Doom 2 was certainly an upgrade. Poopy Butthole. Oh, boy. 2 was good. I think 2 was better than 1 in terms of, like, some of the puzzles were a little more cryptic, but it felt a little more fleshed out, I guess. And then we only had the one. Well, I think the what is his name? The something of sin. Kind of a dumb boss. Icon of Sin. Yeah. A little bit annoying, but like one time it's not bad. I don't know if I should put this higher than Doom 1 or on the same par. But this feels like a more fleshed out game though. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put it up there for now. Evolution. Hold on. This game was so... There was like a couple good things about it. But my God.
This game fucking sucks.
Evolution. Evolution was the one with the little stairs on the side, like the bullshit solutions, right? Or no, like the invisible stairs. Just ass solutions, terrible solutions. All right. Some of them were so egregiously bad that I couldn't believe that they allowed it. The pacing felt bad. My God, it just upset me. Is this master levels or is this final Doom? I should probably put master. Well, I'll just go in order here. Gorbot, thanks for 42 months. Okay. Evolution. I'm happy that I played it, but I thought, or no, maybe it was the master levels of Doom that I'm thinking. Wait a minute. This didn't have that. I'm putting this in D tier. I'm putting the master levels. Well, no, I'll wait. Okay, Plutonia. This was a pain in the ass. However, in terms of like the brutal challenge, I think it was good. I don't think there was any like crazy like out of left field solutions to some of the things. Killer, thanks for 38 months. 2 Mars, thanks for the 69. Let's go. 69 months for 67 months in a row. Oh my God, the legend. Plutonia was good. there were a lot, and I mean a lot of chain gunners. I'm going to put Plutonia on the same level. The chain gunner experiment. Yeah. Okay, Doom 64. One of my all-time favorites. Kind of a contentious game. I know some people don't like this game because it, well, if I put something in there, then it would... it's more horror elements. And the music is, well, it's just ambience. So I'm a little bit biased. I really like Doom 64. I like the On Maker. The secrets were good. Felt like they were fun to find. I'm going to put that up there. The A tier. The master levels. Okay, so this is what I was thinking of. Evolution. Maybe I should even bump Evolution up to that. The master levels. Oh my god. They're called the master levels. And the solutions are so non-intuitive. And it's so annoying. There was a solution to where you had to just walk on an invisible bridge. You don't know it's there. There's no indication that it's there. And you just have to find it. It's like along a wall. And then there was like something else. Some of the master levels, the solutions, it felt so... Oh, the switch. You have to like just hit a random pillar switch on one of those levels. I can see the level. I was looking for the blue key. Oh my god. Some of the solutions were so dumb. I don't mind wall humping. The solutions were like someone ripped a bong and they were like not even lucid. They were in and out of consciousness, seeing God. And then they came up with some of the level designs for the master levels. Insane. Was there a couple good things in there? Sure, but I think how annoyed I was with some of the solutions, just a straight F. Whatever they were smoking, it fucked them up permanently on some of these level designs. The bong rip from hell. I wouldn't recommend the master levels, my god. But maybe I'm not a true master. Doom 3. Okay, so Doom 3... I think Doom 3 is a bad game. Instant S tier? Okay, never mind. I won't even say anything. I think Doom 3 is a bad game. Let me explain. I don't mind... I don't mind the guns, the gunplay. However, I will say, hold on. The shotgun is like this. So let's pretend you're 1 foot away from a wall and you have your shotgun spread. In most games, it's like this. If you're like 1 foot away from a wall, right? It's like that's the spread of a shotgun. In this game, if you're 1 foot away from a wall, it's like this. And you're literally just a foot away from a wall. The shotgun is a melee weapon. If this is the normal spread 1 foot away from a wall, this is the Doom 3 shotgun spread. It doesn't even make sense. Doom 3 left so much to the imagination. I understand that they were working with what they got. Well, no, actually, that's no excuse. Because Doom 64 had cool themes for, like, horror and, like, a fun, you know. They made, like, nice themes to make you feel like you're really, you know, descending into hell. But Doom 3... did I say that right? Yeah, Doom 64 did a good job. So Doom 3 did a terrible job. The 80% of the game, let's say 70% of the game, was shit. Everything looked exactly the same. You walk into a room, there's a laptop. There's a computer. It's all gray.
Unsafe toxicity level detected.
Just miserable to the imagination. That was so awful to play. It didn't feel good. I wasn't like, oh boy, I can't wait for the next level. It was like, oh boy, the next level is going to be exactly the same thing. And then you get into hell, and it's like, oh, you're in hell for like 2 minutes, and then you leave, and then you go back, right? You go back to hell. Man. Yeah, and not only that, there was a lot of baldies in Doom 3. A lot of baldies. Which is crazy. I assume they did that because they, you know, it's just easier. I'm going to put Doom 3 out of respect, in disrespect for master levels, one above the master levels. Sorry, Chad. It is what it is. Putting TNT above Doom 3 is cope. I'm sorry. I didn't like Doom 3. The ending was boring. The build-up was boring. Was there anything cool in Doom 3? Chad, did you already put my playthrough of Doom 3 on the VODs? Or no? The VOD channel? Not live yet? Okay.
Toxicity level detected.
Well, we did get that banger, though. Okay, maybe... I'm trying to think of the ending. The cube. Use us. Yeah. Was there anything good about Doom 3? Because I really disliked a lot of it. Oh, and then the crane game. If it wasn't for, like, saves, oh my god. It was a huge step back. Yeah. You know, I'm standing firm on Doom 3. Doom RPG didn't play. Sorry. Not real Doom games. Sorry. Didn't play this. Didn't play this. Didn't play this. And didn't play this. I will play these eventually. Not these. I was just way doomed out of my mind. It was too much Doom for me. So I just needed a break. Some of the environments look cool, but that was all I liked. Yeah, but the environments didn't look cool until the end of Doom 3. You know? Okay, Doom 2016. A solid game. I think it was like a great revival of Doom. I'm trying to think. So the ending was the arachnid. I think it was a solid re-entry into the Doom series. I'm going to put it on A for now. I liked it. It actually wasn't too cringe. I'm trying to think. So, no, hold on. No, I'm firm on that. Now, after stewing on Doom Eternal a little bit more, I actually do quite like this game. It's fun. It fleshes out some stuff. It increases the movement of Doom. I like the guns. I like the... Okay, so one thing that I don't like about the new Dooms is like they lock you into zones. And Doom Eternal was actually worse, but it felt okay. But I'm gonna put this one up here for now, just because thinking about it, I really do like Eternal. It's either here or here. It felt decent. It was fun to move around in the game. It was fun to dodge in combat. No, there's a couple of things I didn't like, but I think overall, this is a good Doom experience. Yeah.
Watch and learn.
Doom 2016 was good. However, just for my tastes, the movement and the gunplay, if it wasn't for that, it would just be the same as Doom 2016. But I think, I mean, okay, so if there was an A+, then I would make an A+. But you know what I mean? There's not. I would put it on like A+. Yeah, I think Doom 2016 would be an A+. Okay. And then the last game I played, The Dark Ages. I need to make an F-. Okay, so this was so weird, and it's so bizarre. Coming out of Doom 2016, Doom Eternal is like a nice evolution of Doom 2016, and it was fun. There was more to do. The movement was good. It made the gunplay really fun. The Dark Ages was almost like a shock. And if you watch my playthrough, I'm just bitching. Because I actually don't think the game is bad. I think the combat is good. The shield is fine. I think most of it's okay. What I had an issue with is they're trying to like kind of get the player to be like stand your ground. And apparently even the devs said that. The devs want you to whereas Eternal was like more in their face, they said Doom the Dark Ages is more hold your position, stand your ground, and play defensively. Less active, more reactive. Hence the parry system and everything. So it was just weird because it's completely different from this. You can play aggressive, and that's the only way I could play the game and have fun. I had to increase the speed to 120%, or else it's just kind of slow. One thing I had an issue with was, and I know I'm playing on the harder difficulty, was the battles that they would put you in felt really bad with this new style of combat. Because if you played aggressive, the game, they just kept spawning things behind you. Cyber demons can't miss. They have aimbots. The arachnids have aimbots. And people, oh, you got to deal with the arachnids, Oats. They are spawning on other sides of the map. When you're actively in a fight against the thing, it took you 5 minutes to even fight because you had to clear out the rest of the mobs. And then once you're like fighting for a few minutes, 5 minutes, you start killing the leader, and then it starts spawning shit behind you, and then they start firing shit for you to parry. How do you know? You're actively trying to kill the thing, and then you have a bunch of projectiles coming at you. You go to block. Oh, you missed your parry because you just saw it for a split second. You go and block your other shot. They're not parryable shots. Your shield breaks. You turn around. You're getting blasted by the thing you were fighting when you're supposed to stand your ground. What are they thinking? I just spent 5 minutes clearing this mob so I can start attacking this leader. And then they start spawning arachnids that have a 100% accuracy with their turrets 100 meters away to where I can't even charge it or throw my shield to it to stun it. Panto, we're playing different games then. Every single fight was like that. To where I would start killing the leader, and then it would start spawning either the gothic revenants that just start blasting you, or spiders that have a 100% accuracy from across the map. And you're like, where the hell am I getting shot from? You're looking around, and then the thing that you were fighting, the leader, goes, oh, here's my chance, and then blasts you and kills you. Or your shield breaks, and then you're stuck defenseless. But the shield is like the main combat thing they added in this game. So I don't think the combat was necessarily bad. I don't think the shield was bad. I don't think the parrying was bad. I think what was bad was the pacing of the fights. That's not even valid criticism. You're just bad at the game. Dumbass. Did we play the same games? First time chatter. Did you even see me play the game? If is this a dev in here? What are you talking about, dipshit? What are you talking about? Yeah, and my bad what? Go play the game, and you will realize what I'm talking about. I played it on Nightmare. I had to bump it up to 120 speed because the game was so fucking sluggishly slow. But even then, I was playing at 100% speed, the normal speed, before that, and it still felt miserable in a lot of the fights. You would spend how many minutes clearing mobs to bring down the leader's shield, and then it says the leader is now vulnerable, go kill it. And then guess what the game does? Every 15 to 30 seconds, after you clear everything and your reward is you get to fight the big guy, it starts spawning arachnids, revenants from across the map that have complete accuracy. So your reward after clearing all that shit is to get shot in the back. And you know what the dev said? First time chatter? That the game is supposed to be, it's reactive, not active. You're supposed to stand your ground, as opposed to Eternal was like more run and gun. They even said that. So when you do that, your shield bursts. And then you are left with 2 arachnids, some revenants, and then the leader that you spent so long bringing its defenses down. And then you say, oh, you're just bad at the game. My man, you're missing 3/4 of your brain. That's not the antithesis of 90% of Doom games, dumbass. Doom, the original Doom, didn't even spawn enemies. This didn't spawn enemies. This one didn't spawn enemies. This one didn't spawn enemies. This one didn't. Well, this one kind of did. This one would be. This was all about booby traps. This one.
Unsafe toxicity
Or
level
ambushes.
detected.
Yeah, they really did the ambush with this. You would enter a room, and 2 rooms behind you,
This game fucking sucks.
they would spawn enemies.
It
So
sucks.
what I ended up doing in Doom 3 was I would go into a room and then turn around. Because and then what do you know? There's an ambush every time. Oh, Neo. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I thought you were saying that the antithesis was Doom Dark Ages was the antithesis of 90% of Doom combat. Okay, my bad. I was going to say there's no way that's bait, but I'm taking it because that makes me so angry. I'm mad at Matrix. Matrix is a dipshit. Okay, so anyways, The Dark Ages, and I said it before, was a decent game. I think it's not a great Doom game. I think that they missed.
Unsafe
They didn't
toxicity
fine
level
tune
detected.
the arena combat aspects enough. They could have been really good, but the way that they spawn enemies, not just fodder for you to get health back, the way that they spawn larger enemies like the arachnids and the revenants, after you've spent a good chunk of time navigating the arena to bring down the leader's shields. I think the way they handled that combat is not fine-tuned. It's not tuned at all, as a matter of fact. The music, I kind of feel bad because the artists, they did what they could. The music was still a little bit lacking. I think the music is always going to miss the mark with people, though, because it's not Mick Gordon. And if they would have copied Mick Gordon, they would have been criticized. So they're in kind of a tough place. The music, like we've said before, is serviceable, but there certainly isn't, like, big bangers. You know. Which I think is okay. They need to... This was, like, kind of synthesized, but like chuggy, good heavy metal. This was a lot more synthesized, Doom Eternal, with like metal elements. And then we're going back to like fucking rural Kentucky in the Dark Ages. You need to like bring it back to metal. But even then, they could have done a better job. So in summary, S tier. No.
It sucks.
I'm going to put the Dark Ages... I'm going to put it on B tier. The reason I'm putting it on this is because I think C is like slightly too low. I feel like B might be slightly too high. However, I'm a little bit biased because I don't think it's a great Doom game, and I think that the story is ass. I think they tried way too hard with the story. Oh, the gold. I forgot. He found me gold. The plot. Okay, honestly, the plot is out of control. He turns into a goddamn zomb. He's zombified. So here's the problem. Okay, so when you have a story like Doom, Doom's always been goofy. In Doom 1, his pet rabbit dies, and then he's like, demons suck, I'm gonna kill all demons. Haha, comedic. There's like a bit of like irony in how silly the story is. And then the irony starts to become slightly lost in Doom 2016. Haha, whatever, it's fine. Actually, well, Doom 3 kind of... Doom 3 is like other M. Let's just forget about that story. In Doom, like a little bit of it is like kind of comedic and outrageous, but it's still, you know, the irony isn't lost. Doom Eternal, I think, was fine. Yeah, Doom Eternal was... The only funny part about this was when he gets launched out of a cannon at like 40,000 miles per hour into the Earth, or into the surface of that planet. But, you know, it's still kind of whatever. And then all irony is lost here. They skip past the ironic, haha, like this is goofy, and then they try to wrap it back around, I think. It's gone too far to where then it comes from the bottom, and it's no longer ironic. It's no longer Doom. The story is like now they're trying to use the irony that they know that Doom is, the story, and kind of goofy, to then create a launching pad for this story, which is like way too serious. It's not, you don't feel the irony in the story. It's like I'm watching Dune or something. It tries too hard. Way too hard, I think. I've watched the Scream movies. The Scream movies have always been silly. Even the first one, when it was like more serious, has always been silly. Yeah. Oh, true. The Icon of Sin pissed me off. However, I just felt like it was a good game overall. I mean, maybe I could do this, but then there's nothing in S tier. Do I really think that no Doom game deserves S tier? I mean, I love Doom 64, but would I put it in S tier? Probably not. I think A tier is great. A is great. I think Doom 2... the reason Doom 2 is A tier is because even though... Oh, no, the master levels is something entirely different. Doom 2 is a little bit more cryptic with its puzzles. It like is a good, fleshed out, fun Doom experience. I'll keep Eternal in S, just because I had a lot of fun with the gunplay. And then I think in order, I'd probably have like this actual order. So I never got around to these ones. I need to play Sigil, Sigil 2, and Legacy of Rust. The Unmaker is good single target damage. Yeah, exactly. Satan inside. Just the gunplay in Eternal felt rewarding. It felt fun. Even though I'm sure I was bitching at some of it. But I just think it probably deserves at least an A+, but, you know. Okay. Well, I think this is good. I think the Dark Ages, just for the story, I bumped it down because Charles reminded me how bad the story was. But the gameplay potential is there, though, for a game that I think was somewhat engaging and fun, even though it's like... It is almost against the way the game wants to be played, so it feels conflicting, if that makes sense. We do a tier list of SM rando players. Yeah, but then the game would have been, instead of 16 hours, it would have been like 8 hours. Charles. Come find me gold, Doomslayer. Also, yeah, I just found it like just funny. You're like you're pissing off the leprechauns, stealing their gold. Son, thanks for the 127. Oh, so one thing about the story too is it's kind of weird. You go right, it feels like almost jarring when you're reaching the end and then you kill the big guy. There's like not a lot of like, you know, story to fill in that gap. It just felt a little bit weird, but thanks, son. I really appreciate it. All right, Charles. All right, I think this is good. I'll keep it on B tier just because the gameplay and combat elements I think had fun potential for like a game, but it feels not really like a Doom game, so I wouldn't put it any higher than that, personally. But yes, I will play Sigil. These games are kind of quick, right? Sigil 2, and then Legacy of Rust. Ban Charles. Okay. The dragon stuff was kind of boring But the thing is, it didn't overstay its welcome. You know what I mean? What is No Rest for the Living? I thought Legacy of Rust was like the newest iteration. What's this one? Oh. Is it like new? Because I know Legacy of Rust was like 2024, wasn't it? And Citadel 1 and 2 were later on as well. Okay. Well, this is my tier list. I think it's, I think it's fairly accurate for how I felt about the games. And then eventually I will play these. And then I know people really like the DLC for Eternal. So, and since I do think Eternal was good, I should probably play these.